Hi, I'm Robert Dutt with ChannelBuzz.ca, joined today by Greg Myers from Tech Data Canada. Greg, thanks for your time.
Robert, how you doing? Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. We're doing very well, thank you. We're here today to chat a little bit about sort of the journey you've been on at Tech Data Canada with the shift to value, as you guys call it. For those who maybe haven't heard some of the messaging around it, can you just tell us what the shift to value means to Tech Data and what you guys are up to there?
Sure. Well, the shift to value is really about an evolution in value. At Tech Data, we've always been focused on helping our reseller partners by delivering tools, programs, facilities, and resources to assist them in the execution of their business. So value is nothing new to Tech Data. The shift to value that you speak about is really around the emphasis to provide the next level of support around enterprise sales. And as the opportunity for enterprise class sales through cloud computing as an example, through the various initiatives that vendors are bringing to market around data center, there is an increased opportunity and responsibility to our partners to assist them with that transition to what really represents a new computing model in the marketplace.
In the past, we've talked about distribution, we've kind of talked about broadline, and we've talked about value-added distribution, and sort of never the twain shall meet. Sounds to me like you're kind of breaking down that line a little bit. How do you sort of marry those two different beasts together?
Right, so that's a great question, and the marketplace is changing, and the requirements for supporting our partners are changing as a result. The traditional broad set of value that we've provided around physical logistics, order management, electronic commerce, things of that nature, those remain important tools and processes to support our partners. But I would say that over time they've become table stakes, and increasingly the opportunity is around the next level of support. So whether that's providing first and second level support for some of the manufacturers that we represent, providing demonstration facilities through our Advanced Technology Solutions Center, which I'm sure we'll talk about in a little more detail. That would be another great example. And bringing more resources to bear. So we have a focus here at Tech Data of having more of our technical team certified on some of the most important platforms, products, operating systems, and computing models. So over the last several years, we've trained our staff up on the virtualization product sets from both VMware and from Microsoft. More and more skills accumulated here around storage integration, pre-sales, configuration of complex server builds, things of that nature. Our integration services division, many of you are aware of our integration services capabilities here in Mississauga as well in Richmond, BC. We operate two of the country's only ISO 9001-2008 certified config centers. And we touch approximately 35,000 devices a quarter where resellers partner with Tech Data, trust Tech Data to get the configuration right, to get the image load correct, and to have that product delivered to the end user location at the right moment, when often the reseller technicians are there to do the installation. So all of those kinds of activities are becoming more commonplace, and more partners are looking to Tech Data to assist them with those types of implementations.
Okay. One of the things you guys have been talking about a lot with the whole focus on value is the software side of the game, and how that's evolving and becoming a more important part of the business. Can you touch a little bit on StreamOne, both as the software licensing tool that's been recently launched and sort of as a platform for that software business going forward?
Sure. Software has been an increasingly important business for Tech Data Canada. It represents almost 20% of our total sales in Canada, and really, to be a strong destination for software sales within the reseller channel, you really need to bring product knowledge, license expertise, consistency in service level, as well as tools. Tools are always incredibly important when trying to take complex activities and scale them across the broad channel. So the announcement that you referred to most recently was the announcement of our StreamOne platform, and the new software license selector tool. We put this tool into the hands of many of our partners over the last several weeks, and we're getting great feedback on the ease of use, the flexibility. You know, this tool allows resellers and reseller sales reps to easily configure our top 27 software vendors' software licenses. And often software licensing has been the domain of few, either few resellers in the broad channel or few salespeople within a specific reseller organization. And those few have had the knowledge, the training, the expertise to be able to configure a license accurately. And that really speaks to compliance around the vendor's rules, as well as making sure that you're providing the best economic solution for the customer. You don't want to over-license against a requirement because that puts a cost burden on the customer. So the feedback on StreamOne and the software license selector is such that a sales rep in the channel with very, very limited software experience can be walked through step by step. It's actually a 4-step process that allows a reseller rep to configure a license that will meet the customer requirements. Traditionally, that's been the domain of more specialized resources, or the reseller has been very dependent upon the resources within the distributor's software license team. So today we've got, you know, the ability for resellers to self-serve their license requirements on a 7x24 basis, entirely electronically through techdata.ca.
Okay, and one other piece of this, which I would be remiss not to mention, is actually the reason we're here today. By the time you see this, it will probably be a couple of days old, but still pretty new. The soon-to relaunch ATSC here at the Tech Data Mississauga headquarters. What can you tell us about what's been done and sort of the shift in focus for that facility?
Sure. So it's nearly 5 years ago that we launched our Advanced Technology Solutions Center in partnership with Cisco. And we opened that demonstration facility, lab, workshop facility for our Cisco partners 4 years ago to assist them in accelerating the selling cycle around, you know, IP telephony, switching and routing, and security. And we've had a lot of opportunities to support reseller engagements. Many resellers bring their end customers in to the center to either proof a particular solution that's been architected for a customer's requirements. We have the gear here, the right product here. We've got the engineering resources here to assist partners in articulating that solution. Most recently, back in November, in fact, we launched our vision for ATSC 2.0, which is a multi-vendor environment. We expanded the footprint of the facility to almost 2,000 square feet. The center is now supported by 18 unique vendors. Those vendors and the product represented is about a $750,000 investment in today's technology. We're able to demonstrate virtual desktop applications, security applications, server virtualization, a fairly wide variety of computing, print, telephony, security applications. This facility is also available to support partners outside of the GTA with a remote demonstration capability. And probably half of the appointments that we've booked in the center over the last 4 years have been remote demonstrations from Halifax, Montreal, or Calgary, where we're able to deliver the application to the customer's location on their screen in a real-time environment, with the engineering resources here to assist in the description of the application, answer the technical questions, and again, help the reseller close the sale as quickly as possible.
All right.
So today, in fact, is the launch of ATSC 2.0. Mayor McCallion will, in fact, be here in about an hour to help us cut the ribbon and launch the technology center. It's something that Tech Data is very proud of, but it's also something that the City of Mississauga and the GTA can be very, very pleased to host. It's the only center of its type in Canada, and I would also tell you that it's one of very few centers across North America that have the breadth of product, the technology in a professionally staffed environment where, again, resellers can bring their end user customers to Tech Data and articulate their value proposition to close that business.
All right. Greg, thanks so much for your time. Always appreciate it.
Thank you, Robert.